So we already did the deep dive to find out what the problem is out there. So we now know that women find the whole makeup purchase process very complicated, overwhelming, frustrating. We want to take those people to simplification. We want to make it accessible and easy. So that's what our challenge is. So we can develop a kit that is redefining in the marketplace and can reinvent for us the kit business. Okay?
Great. Yeah.
So where do we start from? They're overwhelmed.
Yeah.
How do we get them to the place we need them to be? What do we need to do?
Well, first of all, we probably have to look a little bit as to why they're overwhelmed, right? Because we listened to them a few years ago, and it sounded like they wanted to be able to customize and choose what went into the kit in the product assortment. And I don't know. I mean, I feel like the feedback from that has not been overwhelming.
So you're saying we tried to redefine the kit a few years ago, and we thought we were making it simple.
Yeah.
But today's woman is telling us it's still too complicated.
Customers were coming into the store to learn, and so our sales team could actually sell them and show them the product. But now people are going online, and those customizable kits are just
they're starting their research like you. I mean, they're not overwhelmed when they walk in the door. They're overwhelmed online before they even get.
All right, and that's new for us. That's new for us.
Yeah.
Our kits were developed at retail. Yeah. So that's a whole new, that's the hugest insight here, that people are making their purchase decisions before they even get there. So that affects you in a huge way.
Yeah.
So we need to communicate it well on the packaging. What do we want to say? I mean, those are mini billboards, those boxes. When we're in meetings and we're doing something extremely important, like a product that's going to land on a shelf somewhere in the middle of Ohio, by itself, maybe without someone even standing next to it to explain it. I want to be sure it's so clear that the message of this kit is said all on its own without somebody there to talk about it. So my questions, I just asked a lot of questions. Who cares? Why would I want this thing? Why should I spend $50 on this product? Why shouldn't I get somebody else's? What value is this going to add in that woman's life? Why now? Why? What's missing in her life that she would want this? Just pounding it, you know. Mm-hmm. So what?
The name of the kit is key.
Okay.
I think the name of
Why
the
is
kit
the name key?
Because I want it to look at it and just know exactly what's in it and what I'm gonna get. So this is our last customizable kit, and the name of it, we were talking about the name being important. It's customizable get started kit. It doesn't tell me what's in it. Mm-hmm. I mean, we see some of the products, sure, but if I'm a new customer and I come in, I have no idea what this pot is.
So one more thing about the name is that it has to be really direct and easy, because this is going to be going global. It needs to translate really well and easily.
In the different languages.
Yep, and Japanese and German and all of those things.
Okay, great. And so we agree that the name of the kit's really important. Yes. The size of the kit, the size, impression is important. So, but how are we going to get that story told globally and consistently? What do we need to do? We have a new customer that's not used to just coming in the store and browsing. She's shopping and making her decisions online. Mm-hmm. How do we tell that? What kind of story can we tell around ease and accessible and uncomplicated?
Well, I mean, it's so great to look at all of our consumers and just get inspiration from them. I mean, they trust us and we have brand authenticity. The feedback that we're getting on social and through ratings and reviews organically has been amazing. So I think Leslie,
on the product itself.
On the product.
On the product that you want to put into the kit, because the product is already easy to understand. So that'll make the kit even better. Okay.
I think so. So I think we just need to harness. So when we do put this kit together, we need to harness their enthusiasm and make them the ambassadors for this, so that it's not coming from the brand. It's coming from people who have experienced it and who like it.
You don't create a story. It's not a marketing message. You're sharing a story. Right? So it's a really different thing. You're just sharing a real story of why this thing was developed, how it came about. And then what you have to do is you have to inspire your employees and your customers to become your brand advocates. That's really how you share the story. And if it was a marketing message, people forget it. When you can share a real story with the highs and the lows and all that stuff that goes into a great story, people remember it, and that's what they share. And you've got to find ways, like we have processes and we have systems and all those things that you have to operationalize the story, to make sure that you can get the story out in a systematic way, especially when you're global, because you want to make sure the story is consistent around the world.
We know that people are using it, and I think the more we can say, look, this is suitable for everyone, no matter what your age. Why not?
What we found is that everyone's confused, not just the 15-year-old.
Yeah.
I'm confused and I work for a makeup brand. I'm not kidding. You walk into a store and you have a million
Rescue
options.
works, to Jenny's point, for all age ranges. So it would be fun to have your 15-year-old and then have maybe the other side of the coin, who's a person who wears a lot of makeup, and maybe have her go through the simple steps
That's a good idea.
and record her reaction. And lo and behold, she might be thrilled with the look and not have to go through all of the extra drama.
Complicated world that they're living in right now. Making it easy and simplifying their lives.
Yeah.
Because we want to prove that you don't have to try too hard to have beautiful skin.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you know what?
Yes.
You just said this.
Yes.
You just said this because even the people who wear a ton of makeup, we could prove to those people they don't have to spend 30 minutes putting their makeup on in the morning.
They probably want to have
So
the
we could prove
flawless
to the people
Beyonce.
who don't wear it and to the people who wear it too much. I love that.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that works.
So you've got to inspire employees to become brand advocates. You've got to try and include your customers where you can, because that makes it spread like wildfire.
All right, great. I think we've landed on prove to her that you don't have to try too hard to have a beautiful complexion. Right?
Yeah.
Another way of saying that is prove to her less is more.
Yeah, that's great.
When you have a product or an idea that is the majority of your sales, and then all of a sudden you're seeing it declining, but you knew it was a great idea when it came out, and it's still core to who we are and what we stand for. You don't walk away from this great idea. It's time to evolve it and reinvent it and reinvigorate it. It could be that the people behind the product are bored themselves and they move on to something else that's more exciting. But this is the kit idea for us is something that should be with us till the end of time, but it got stale. So how do we keep that going? We have to bring the customer back into it. They need this. Why do they need this? What is the purpose behind this kit? Is to create excitement at home when they open their makeup and they're putting their makeup on in the morning. What is the new way of doing this that's going to get them excited every single day when they're using your product? So always bringing it back to them will get us excited about the project.